truly a magnificent approach. But the girl, you can see I've left her kind of half painted. I kind of personally enjoy sort of a half done look, which sounds kind of strange, but half baked, right?
So how is it made marble-like looking?
What's that?
How is it made to look marble-like?
We'll go over, I'll show you some techniques that I use. What I do is I do a technique called a flip cup, where you put several different colors in a cup and you flip the cup upside down and you kind of move it around or pull it up and let it pour around, and it causes a marbled effect. It's really quite a beautiful, look how 3D it is. I mean, I can't believe it. You can't touch that with a brush either. But it's it brings a certain amount of peace and quiet and refreshing, has a refreshing feeling about it, that wash, I give guided meditations, and my couple of the people I gave the guided meditations to said it felt like a cosmic car wash. I thought, wow, cosmic car wash, that's kind of cool. Cosmic car wash. Whereas Sky has staged many civic performance art events involving recycling people and paint, combining social with environmental concerns, and during the 1990s this was demonstrated when he used about 13,000 gallons of recycled paint in 10 cities, employing hundreds of homeless and physically disadvantaged people. And that's the truth. Whereas Sky Jones instructed them on how to create valuable art with discarded recycled materials, and then to prove the value of their actions, he traded the art to hundreds of corporations for stock. And by doing this on a large scale, Sky Jones made the statement of the century. According to the Securities and Exchange Commission, at that time there was 127 corporations. At one point, there was 127 corporations, $275 million worth of my art. And when the smoke cleared, it was way over 200 corporations and $530 million worth of my art. Now, I've never received one penny from the sale of stock. So much for that topic. And the number of paintings that have been stolen from me are in the thousands and thousands. They just can't help it, They see a painting, they see an appraisal that goes along with that painting, and says that painting's worth $50,000, and that's 3 times more than they made last year, 4 times more than they made last year, and boy, they're all of a sudden, they turn green. So there's a message. Be generous. Don't steal from other people. Be generous. Be giving. And even though the thieves will come around, keep in mind that they always, always, always punish themselves. They don't want other people to know. They don't want other people to see. If you don't want other people to know and you don't want other people to see, what the hell do you think that does to you? It makes it so that you can't know and you can't see yourself. And that's the truth. That's how it works. Now, when he released it, it's supposed to be the greatest thing. This is, wow. He died 4 years later, so how much good did it do him, right? So I got it. I thought, this is ridiculous. This guy has lied to me. He's lied to me in his writings. He's lied to me over and over and over. He never delivered what was promised. So I thought, well, I've got to find out what this last thing was. I had a girlfriend named Sally, and she was Hubbard's personal chauffeur whenever Diana Hubbard was in town. And Diana Hubbard was in town speaking for, at the events and so forth, representing Hubbard. So, Sally said that she would give me the information. I said, and she had gone in and had some of the pre-auditing, and she was going to Florida to get the really good stuff on how to do it on yourself. So she said that she would give me the information. And I said, all right, that sounds good. I'll go with you. So I flew to Florida with her, and she got the packs. She gave them to me, and I photographed them. I photographed these packs. I was the first break-in security they had in the United States. I climbed up and said, wait a second, and pulled the gem out of the Buddha's forehead and examined it myself. I was the one that stole the gem out of the Buddha's forehead. So it's a good idea to question the attachments that one may have. It's very easy to become a sucker and fall for the lower frequencies without realizing that there are broader, higher frequencies. Selfishness versus generosity, for example. This one's called Lips. To a lot of artists, their art is a religion. It's like a prayer. And it's a constant contemplation of the divine beauty that we're all surrounded with. And many artists find themselves in the art. So it does have a lot of parallels to religion, except spirituality and religion are maybe two different things. I give guided meditations on Sunday mornings. Guided meditations on Sunday mornings. Well, what kind of guided meditations? Well, I'll just read the first part of it. This here is called the Ultimate Treasure Map.
Okay.
The Ultimate Treasure Map. Keep those words in mind. The Ultimate Treasure Map being a series of guided meditations, freedom and power visualizations, a resurrection for self-transformation. It's a revival. It's a very strong release tool for artists, creative saints, and spiritualists. This is a spiritual car wash.
It's like giant rivers, landslides, avalanches of energy, unstoppable forces, all-out war energy, nuclear bombardments, the power of a supernova are all working together under divine direction to clean you up. Nothing negative can stand up to this. It's all then cleaned up and removed by that huge vacuum.
It served its purpose perfectly. Now we're all immortals. We're not going to die anyway, not really. But I've been thinking maybe I should just give up art, go do something else. Enough is enough, you know. Yeah.
No such thing.
I probably shouldn't give it up. But...
Hello, my name is Abel Donnelly, writer-director, out here on a little snowy hike up Slate Canyon in Provo. A little chilly, but beautiful day. I met Sky Jones back in, I'd say, February or March of this year, 2019. And from our very first meeting, I knew he was special. There's something very different and unique about him as an artist, as just a person in general. Just so unique. I started filming right away. We started doing interviews. I have a ton of footage that we've collected since spring of this year. And from the very first meeting or second meeting with him, I knew this guy's life story and who this guy is, it needs to be put into a movie. We need to do a documentary about him. And so that's what we were doing. And yeah, we have a ton of interviews, a ton of really great footage that I'm so excited for people to watch and to witness and to hear Sky's amazing life story and so many crazy, yeah, his life is just so it's amazing, and that's why we're making this into a film. If you've met Sky, if you've heard a few stories from him, you know what I'm talking about. We need your help to finish the film. We want to shoot some more interviews with a little bit better audio. We have a ton of really good footage, but some of it doesn't have the best audio, so we want to re-record certain interviews with pristine audio. Then the money will be used for editing, for music, sound design. If we can hit our goal of 30,000, then I'd love to do some special effects, some animation. Sky's story is such a visual story. He's a visual artist, and so it'd be great to get some really amazing visuals added in there as well. We thank you guys for helping any way you can, not only by donating, but please share this on your social media, on Facebook, Instagram. Share this so as many eyes can see it, and we can get as many donations as possible to finish this up as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much.
Is it okay for him to go to the bathroom now? Yeah, okay, go ahead. Is that thing running?
Oh yeah. That's good to get on camera though.
Yeah.